Ever wondered how some of your favorite foods were created by pure accident? Join us on a culinary journey as we explore 10 famous foods that were discovered by mistake. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our tasty content. Today, we're delving into the intriguing world of culinary mishaps, where serendipity led to some of the most beloved dishes we enjoy today. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the delicious discoveries. 10. Popsicles. Imagine this, back in 1905, there was this kid named Frank Epperson, just 11 years old, right? So one chilly evening, Frank decides to make himself a little treat. He mixes up some soda powder with water, pops in a stirring stick, and leaves it outside on his porch overnight. Now, here's the kicker. It gets super cold that night, like freezing cold. So when Frank wakes up the next morning, what does he find? That soda mixture, totally frozen solid. But get this, the stirring stick is stuck inside, like it's frozen in time. So being the curious kid he is, Frank gives it a lick. And bam, it tastes amazing. That, my friends, was the birth of the popsicle. Can you believe it? One little mistake turned into a frozen treat sensation that we all love today. Thanks, Frank. You're a legend. 9. Potato chips. In the bustling kitchen of the Moon Lake Lodge in Saratoga Springs, New York, way back in 1853, there was a culinary revolution in the making. Picture this. Chef George Crumb, busy as it be, crafting delectable dishes left and right. Suddenly, a customer strolls in, rumbling about Crumb's chunky French fries. Well, that didn't sit well with George. Nope, not at all. So what's a chef to do in such a situation? He wasn't just going to take the criticism quietly. Oh no, not George Crumb. Instead, he hatches a plan, a deliciously cunning plan. Taking those humble potatoes, he works his magic, slicing them paper thin and frying them until they're golden and crispy. And just like that, voila! Potato chips are born straight out of a kitchen dispute. Can you believe it? From a simple kitchen squabble to a worldwide snack phenomenon. And here's a fun fact. Did you know that Americans consume approximately 1.85 billion pounds of potato chips each year? That's enough to fill over 5,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So next time you crunch into a bag of potato chips, remember it all started with a kitchen complaint and one innovative chef. 8. Chocolate chip cookies. Back in the 1930s, Ruth Wakefield, the clever owner of the Toll House Inn, had a brilliant idea. She wanted to whip up some chocolate cookies, but guess what? She ran out of baker's chocolate. What's a baker to do in such a pinch, right? Well, Ruth didn't panic. Nope, she decided to improvise. She grabbed some Nestle chocolate, broke it into pieces, and tossed them into the cookie dough, hoping it'd melt smoothly. But you know what happened? Those chocolate pieces didn't melt as expected. Nope, they held their ground and stayed deliciously intact. And just like that, the world got a new sweet treat, the chocolate chip cookie. Can you believe it? A simple kitchen mishap led to the creation of one of the most beloved cookies of all time. And you know what's even more incredible? That discovery happened way back in 1930s. Since then, chocolate chip cookies have become a household favorite, enjoyed by millions around the globe. 7. Cornflakes. In 1800s, something quite unexpected happened in the kitchen of Dr. John Harvey Kellogg and his brother Will. It was the year 1894 when they were experimenting with boiled wheat berries. Now imagine this, they accidentally left the boiled wheat sitting out overnight. Can you believe it? Well, it turns out this mistake led to something amazing. The next morning, when they came back to check on their experiment, they found something incredible. The mixture had dried up and formed into flakes. And guess what? These flakes, when baked in the oven, turned into a delightful and crispy cereal. Yes, you guessed it right. Those simple wheat flakes transformed into the beloved breakfast staple we now call cornflakes. It's fascinating how a small mishap in the kitchen led to the creation of one of the most popular cereals worldwide. 6. Ice cream cones. In 1904, during the World's Fair in St. Louis, something truly delightful happened. Imagine this, an ice cream vendor, bustling with customers, suddenly realizes he's run out of bowls. What a dilemma, right? But fear not, because nearby, there's a waffle vendor ready to save the day. In a stroke of genius, these two vendors decided to join forces. They took those crispy waffles and rolled them into cone shapes. Voila! The ice cream vendor now had a brilliant solution for serving his delicious frozen treats without the need for bowls. And just like that, the handheld delight we all know and love as ice cream cones was born. Can you believe it? It's amazing how simple innovations can lead to such wonderful creations. Now, whenever we indulge in a scoop of ice cream nestled in a crispy cone, we can thank the ingenuity of those vendors at the 1904 World's Fair. 5. Tofu. Legend has it that tofu's roots stretch back over 2,000 years in China. Picture this, a curious cook in ancient China, bustling around the kitchen, experimenting with soy milk. One day, in a stroke of culinary serendipity, the cook added a bit of nigiri seaweed to the soy milk. Little did they know, this accidental addition would lead to a delicious discovery. As the soy milk and seaweed mingled together, something magical happened. The mixture curdled, forming what we now know as tofu. This newfound creation quickly gained popularity for its versatility and nutritional value, becoming a beloved staple in countless cuisines around the world. Imagine the excitement of that first taste test, the cook's surprise as they realized they had stumbled upon something truly extraordinary. From humble beginnings in a Chinese kitchen to becoming a cherished ingredient in dishes spanning continents, tofu's journey is nothing short of remarkable. 4. Worcestershire sauce. Let's rewind to the early 1800s, a time when curiosity and experimentation were the norm. Meet John Lee and William Perrins, two adventurous chemists with a knack for flavor. Their journey began with a tantalizing taste they encountered during their adventures in India. Eager to bring this exotic flavor home, they set out to recreate it in their laboratory. But, as luck would have it, their first attempt didn't quite go as planned. The mixture turned out too spicy and bitter, leaving them disappointed but not defeated. Instead of giving up, they let the brew sit and simmer on the back burner while they focused on other projects. Months passed, and one fateful day, while sorting through their lab, they stumbled upon their forgotten creation. With nothing to lose, they decided to take another sip. To their astonishment, time had worked its magic on the once unpalatable concoction. The flavors had mellowed and melded, transforming into something truly extraordinary. And just like that, Worcestershire sauce was born, a testament to perseverance and the power of time. 3. Champagne. Back in the 1600s, amidst the frosty cellars of France, a marvelous mishap occurred. Picture this. Winemakers snugly tucked away their wine underground to shield it from the winter chill. But as spring breathed its warmth, something enchanting unfolded. A second fermentation bubbled away in the bottles. And just like that, champagne was born, a sparkling emblem of grace and jubilation. Can you imagine the astonishment on those winemakers' faces as they popped open their bottles and witnessed bubbles pirouetting in their wine? This natural fizziness transformed ordinary wine into a regal elixir fit for royalty. Fast forward to today, and champagne reigns supreme as the epitome of opulence and merriment. Each bottle holds within it a tale of time-honored artistry and heritage. From lavish weddings to glittering New Year's Eve soirees, champagne has become synonymous with marking life's most cherished moments. Did you know that approximately 306 million bottles of champagne are consumed worldwide each year? That's enough to fill nearly 1,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. 2. Beer. You won't believe it, but it's true. Beer takes the crown as the world's oldest alcoholic drink. Picture this. Around 10,000 years ago, our ancestors stumbled upon something incredible. They left grains soaking in water, probably for some other purpose, and forgot about them. Little did they know nature had its own plans brewing. Over time, these grains underwent a magical transformation, fermenting naturally without any human intervention. And voila, beer was born. Imagine this scene. A group of early humans, parched from a long day's work, stumbling upon this liquid gold. They take a sip, and suddenly they're transported to a world of flavor and euphoria they've never experienced before. It's like hitting the jackpot, but with a refreshing twist. From that moment on, beer became more than just a drink. It became a staple in human culture, ingrained in our history and traditions. It brought people together, sparked conversations, and fueled celebrations throughout the ages. 1. Cheese. Did you know that cheese has been around for over 4,000 years? Yep, that's right. Back in ancient times, people stumbled upon a magical transformation of milk into something totally new and delicious. It all started when our ancestors stored milk in animal stomachs, probably as a way to transport it or keep it fresh. Little did they know, those stomachs contain enzymes that work their magic on the milk, turning it into curds and whey. Imagine the surprise on their faces when they discovered these curds had transformed into a solid, tangy substance. Cheese. It was like a culinary miracle right in front of their eyes. And just like that, cheese became a staple in their diets, enjoyed in countless varieties and flavors across the globe. Fast forward to today, and cheese is still a beloved food enjoyed by people everywhere. From creamy brie to sharp cheddar, there's a cheese for every palate. And get this, did you know that over 25 million metric tons of cheese are produced worldwide each year? That's a whole lot of cheesy goodness. From popsicles to cheese, these accidental discoveries have enriched our lives in more ways than one. So the next time you bite into your favorite snack or sip on champagne, remember the serendipitous moments that brought them into existence. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating food facts and culinary adventures. Until next time, happy eating.